Oh, blimey. It's been a bit of a mad rush to me tonight, guys.
It's been a day, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, yesterday was more fun, but that's a story I had public transport. But tonight, this is Andy N, of course. Well, I've ended up running a bit late tonight, so...
Yes, we're sort of in the middle of a storm in our neck of the world.
Yep, is that true, Amanda?
Yeah.
So Amanda's had to look after Michael tonight, she has.
I've fed him up with chocolates.
I have chocolates.
It's like a Tamagotchi.
As you can see, guys, I don't know how much chocolate we've got left now that Michael's raided it.
There was only like 5, so... right.
That'll keep you going then, basically, won't it? Good stuff. Okay, of course. What is the podcast, Michael?
Comics Unity.
I thought you were going to say Spoken Label then.
I had to look at the... I didn't have to look at the notes for the name at all.
Of course, I was wondering, Spoken Label is one of my other series, is my interview writers.
As well as reading in bed, always worth a listen, just saying.
Yeah, of course. And also the Cole, Andy and Amanda show as well. Yeah, so we mentioned everything, can't we? So, but anyway, so of course, this is Andy N.
Michael. Amanda Steele.
Yeah, so Michael and, sorry.
Amanda Steele.
Yes, now, I hope we're all keeping well. Now, what we've done this month, guys, we've done something a bit different, haven't we, Michael?
We have.
Yes, well, I've tried to get this a bit more organised instead of a bit ramshackle as it has been occasionally.
Yes. As Andy is the organised one. And if it was just me and Amanda, it would be like 5 minutes of going, what do we talk about?
The thing about the thing.
Oh, you know that
when
thing
that person did the thing to the other thing.
And that thingy happened to the other thingy programme, yeah. Yeah, very organised now. But to have people wonder what we're doing tonight, and I'll say we'll be serious for 2 minutes, okay? And then we split the news section, obviously, tonight into 4 sections. First part is going to be Marvel news. Then we're going to obviously take a quick break, and then be DC news, and then the rather vague title of other news.
Indeed.
So watch your space. Right, so starting off with Marvel news. Michael, do you want to start off?
Yes, there's rumours about the Fantastic Four film that Marvel are doing.
Yeah, this one came up the other day. I spotted this one. So what do you think about it, Michael? Well, I'll ask Amanda in a minute. Look, I'll ask Amanda if she knows who the cast are.
Well, yes, the internet, as soon as it was announced that Fantastic Four was going to be done by Marvel, the internet immediately went, we'd like John Krasinski and Emily Blunt, thank you. We've cast it for you, There you go.
Yeah, do you know who they are, Amanda, then?
I know Emily Blunt. Well, not personally, obviously.
No.
We're not besties.
We both saw them in the Quiet Place film the other year.
Yeah.
Which he obviously wrote and directed and starred in.
And he's done the sequel as well.
Yes, he has, which is out imminently, isn't it?
Indeed.
Next month, is it?
Also, funnily enough, both of them could already be in the MCU. Because John Krasinski had a camera test for Captain America, and Emily Blunt was signed up as Black Widow, but had to drop out of Iron Man 2 due to scheduling conflicts. So, and Scarlett Johansson took up that role.
Oh, and she ran with it basically, didn't she? So,
yeah, so both of them could already be in the MCU.
It's a bit bizarre now. Obviously, you look at the last Fantastic Four film, which I didn't watch. I didn't fancy it.
Fan Four Stick.
Yeah. Now, you look at the casting here now. Because John Krasinski, whatever his name is, 40, and Emily Blunt's like 36. So they've gone for an older Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman here this time. Because last time, last time, was it 7 years ago, was it?
Yeah. I don't feel like it was that long. I think it was like 5-ish.
Yeah, 5, 6 years. I've not watched it. Did you watch the last Fantastic Four?
Yeah, I didn't like that one. I liked the one before it.
Yeah, the one before was reasonably good, to be honest with you. But the one that they tried changing too much around with, but the cast was a lot younger, wasn't it? And people objected to the casting last time, so that's why. So it's interesting, certainly. So, well, good luck to them. Let's hope we have a decent film.
We shall see, and I think at this point Kevin Feige has the collective trust of the entire world.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what he does.
Yeah, magic he pulls. Now, I'll do the next part now. Obviously, let me ask Amanda in this, Crystal. How do you feel, Amanda, about the rumour going around about Tom Holland as Spider-Man coming into this Fantastic Four film in a major role?
Well, if I knew who he was.
He's playing Spider-Man at the moment.
All right.
Yeah, young lad playing Spider-Man.
Okay.
What do you think, Amanda?
Yeah, I've watched it in August, I think. somewhere that I can't mention.
Yeah, alternative revenue streams. I would say it's the favourite common technique of ours.
I didn't hurt him, so.
What do you think?
Do anything to offend me.
And what do you think, Michael?
Well, you say Fantastic Four and Spider-Man, and immediately I think of the iconic comic bit where he loses his suit and has to go home in his underwear with a bag on his head.
That sounds entertaining straight away.
If I was doing it, I personally would go for the Hickman Fantastic Four run to base it on with the Future Foundation and all that. Yeah.
Well, that's what he brought Spider-Man into the Fantastic Four, didn't he?
Indeed.
Was that at the time when they killed the Human Torch off?
Possibly.
I think it was, because they did kill him off at one point, didn't they?
I'll be fair. See, if they're going for an older Fantastic Four, I will be very interested to see if they do the kids, especially Franklin, because for the comic book readers, Franklin Richards is
that's the Sun Man, okay.
Possibly the most powerful character in the comics.
That's as a young kid as well, so yeah.
Because there was I think it was the Mark Waid story, the history of the Marvel Universe, and at the end of the Marvel Universe, the only ones that were left were Franklin Richards and Galactus.
Who knows? Yeah. All should be revealed, as I would say so.
Yeah, we shall see.
Now, Michael, what do you think to the news about Sam Raimi?
Oh, this is good.
Now, of course,
this is good.
I'm not so much. We're going to complete the news now. Amanda may know who Sam Raimi is, I presume, do you?
I've heard his name.
He did the Evil Dead films.
Evil
Dead films.
Yeah.
And he also did the original Spider-Man trilogy with Marvel.
Indeed.
And he's also been. It's only still at the negotiation stage. So he's been tapped up basically to replace Scott Derrickson in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Well, the rumour was that the rumour going around is that Scott Derrickson left because he wanted to go in a more horror direction.
So you lose him
wasn't
then.
allowed to do that.
Okay, that's fair enough. If you're going to lose that guy then, and you're going to bring in a horror director to do the film. I
think the reason was that's the sort of rumour Scott Derrickson was saying, and sort of to combat that. To sort of combat that, because it was supposed to be sort of more horror direction for the film anyway. So to combat that, there's no real better director than Sam Raimi.
Yeah. Now, did you know? Here's a question. I don't know if you realise this, Michael. It's been 7 years apparently since we last had a Sam Raimi film.
Wow.
Yeah, that came up because I listened to the Empire Film podcast thing, and they mentioned it the other day. They mentioned what his last film was.
Was it Oz?
Yes, it was.
It was. Wow.
That's he's not done a film since Oz, and I thought, wow, that's gone quick. Really, really quick, and I've been horrible. We have positive thinking in Comics Unity. Oz isn't very good.
Yeah, it didn't seem brilliant, but
yeah, we'll see.
I'm very much looking forward to Sam Raimi.
Yeah, no, the thing that's interesting about it is they're still sticking to the May release date next year, so that means they're going to have a busy year or so with that film and to get that ready.
I wonder if it's.
Because script's changing, isn't it? So they've got a new script. They've got a new script writer in apparently doing it. They've done a treatment already apparently.
It depends on what the changes are.
Yeah.
Because if they have to rewrite the whole thing and sort of get the ducks all in a row for that, then I think it'll take a while.
Yeah.
But if it's like a Guardians 3 thing of they're literally just waiting. Like with Guardians 3, they're literally just waiting for James Gunn to be done doing Suicide Squad.
I know he's still.
And then
I know he's still working on the post production of Suicide Squad at the moment. So.
Then last I heard, they were still filming, possibly.
Yeah. So still filming on the post production side. Apparently, last time I've heard. Anyway, now the next part is basically about the writer that's coming on board. I'll carry this bit on. He's obviously the low-key head writer in the forthcoming Marvel series, Michael Waldron. Is the guy who's been approached to actually write the script for the Doctor Strange film, according to Hollywood Reporter. So that's he's been tapped obviously to take over the film's original writer, Jade Bartlett, but it's unspecified whether it's to revise that script or start from scratch.
I would say if they're keeping the release date, I would think that means that it's a revision rather than overhauling the whole thing.
Now, then that's what's interesting, really. Are they going to bring Loki into Doctor Strange, or is it just go WandaVision?
Well, WandaVision is supposed to lead directly into it, is what we've been told.
Yeah, I've heard that. Did I ever play the trailer to that, Amanda?
No.
It looks like a 60s rom-com.
They're supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be half superhero show, half sitcom sitcom through the eras.
Yeah, it is. Now, we'll come on to that in a bit because there is obviously one division news on later on in this section. So we'll move straight on. Now, I didn't actually watch the first Doctor Strange film, so I can't really comment about this. But how did you both feel about Rachel McAdams is not returning for the sequel? It was in the first film.
I don't even remember her in the film.
Right, so I was wondering that. That's
I
always
might have been staring too much at somebody else in the film.
Oh yeah, you'd have. What are you, Amanda, around Benedict?
Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch.
I don't think it'll affect the story too much. Because I think her character, it was. If I go with a sort of Shakespeare analogy, it's not like if Juliet left Romeo and Juliet. It's not going to shut down the whole thing.
Yeah, it just means it moves in a different direction, doesn't it? Really, so yeah.
It probably just means they take her section out of the film and do something else with it.
Yeah, no, makes sense completely. Right, okay. The other bit of new film news I picked up on the other day, and this came off another rumour inside altogether, was the rumour going around that Tobey Maguire, do you remember who he played, Amanda? He played the original Spider-Man. Yeah. He's rumoured to be coming into either Venom 2 or Morbius.
Well, there was
that Spider-Man.
There was that shot in the Morbius trailer of graffiti of Spider-Man on the wall with murderer spray painted across it, but it wasn't it wasn't Tom. Some talented people have sort of zoomed in and looked at that, and it's the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, not Tom Holland.
Yeah, so that's amazing. Like, it does ask
then
questions.
Again, Michael Keaton is in it.
Yeah,
so
I do like Michael Keaton. Very, very underrated.
So we shall see.
Yeah, no.
Because I think with the whole Sonyverse stuff that they're doing, with Venom, Morbius, and whoever, I think Marvel should treat that as just a multiverse, just one of the multiverses.
Yeah. I think they probably will. It'd be like the Crisis thing was done for DC if they play it right. You understand what you agree with there, Amanda? If they play it right, why not have a couple of Spider-Man?
I think instead of just blanking it entirely, if there is things that you want in the MCU, you can bring them in. Just say it's another multiverse that they're from.
Yeah. No, I agree.
My idea for that, if you wanted a Tom Holland cameo, just make him be Ben Reilly.
Yeah.
Just have him be.
No, I agree with completely. So it's going to be interesting to see where they go with it anyway, certainly.
Indeed.
Right, okay. Now we're going to move on to the TV news now for the last 4 or 5 parts, small sections of this part 1. A lot of this has come up on the first part. Most of this came up in the first part was on the trailer came up covering Loki, WandaVision, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which was shown at good graphic. I name it now.
The Super Bowl.
Super Bowl thing, yeah. Now I've seen it. You've seen it, Michael.
Yes.
I don't think Amanda's seen it. No. It didn't give much away really in a minute and a half.
Yeah, well, it was just sort of here's some things.
Yeah. What they did, Amanda, was they showed you a couple of little shots where they had a shot of the Falcon where grabbing Captain America's shield.
And him practicing throwing it, because
you've
got to get, if you're going to throw it, you've got to be Chris Evans standard.
Yeah, indeed.
That is a bar you have to reach.
Oh yeah. Now also as well then, and you also had most of it for me was with the WandaVision trailer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it seemed to jump around about 3 or 4 different time zones, almost like it was doing sitcom territory, man. Superheroes.
It looks like that. I kind of like the idea that they've said that they're going to do sitcoms through the ages.
Yeah, that's what it
decades,
felt.
Sorry.
That's what it felt like with WandaVision, John. It's going to be pretty weird, man. That's for sure. Anyway, so I'm sure Michael would disagree with me in that one. So it was. I loved it for the difference in time zones in WandaVision because it was a bit trippy. I mean, for that reason, being the trippy, you can see why it might lead into Doctor Strange.
Indeed.
Now, certainly with that one. Now, I found it also interesting the fact that the release dates have been brought forward in 2 things now, haven't they? You hinted last episode, Michael, that WandaVision shooting was going very well.
Yeah, apparently, August 2024, Falcon Winter Soldier.
Yep.
And WandaVision very soon thereafter. So December.
I've heard. And that should have been probably spring of 2021.
Yeah, it's supposed to be next year. Yeah. But I think that was a rough estimate. But it's been going very well. And they've been going through it quickly. So they thought, well, we'll just move it up.
And the same goes Loki apparently as well. Because the other two are going really well shooting. They've managed to
I think they've just started shooting that.
I've heard that. And I'm hearing talk of February next year, February, March. So it's about a year's down, which makes sense, really. It would certainly. That one out. What do you reckon then? You ask your Perry with this. I've only got two more bits of news here. First one is on Owen Wilson. How do you both feel about Owen Wilson drawing Loki?
I like
in an unspecified role.
I may have heard rumours of such role.
And Andre, is that a surprise?
Yeah.
He's a rumour version of this guy.
I may have heard people talk of sort of which characters that may be available, and one of them because in the Disney Plus trailer he is sort of been arrested by the Time Police.
Yeah,
and there is a character in that sort of story that he could play, but there is also a character that would be very interesting.
Go on then.
Which is another time traveller, Kang the Conqueror.
Kang? I don't know. How do you comprehend that one? I don't know. Kang the Conqueror is actually.
Introduce him and have him possibly as a Thanos level villain.
Well, that could be interesting. Eh? Now, I'd like to see him play a big, massive villain like that. Instead of like the sidekick or something. So yeah, that should be revealed.
But we shall see, of course, when Loki comes out.
Yeah. Now, the last rumour going around. So I will just ask you both this one again. Is I've heard a big rumour going on back in the last week, and it's not commonly out, this one. Autumn 2022, Moon Knight's coming out. And I've heard the rumour going around that Keau Reeves is playing Moon Knight.
Well, there's nothing official, but he's
nothing official.
He's apparently been offered multiple roles and turned them down.
Yeah.
But whether that's just him saying that, we shall see.
But I'll tell you something, you get him on a TV series like that, that's major business. Considering how busy he is at the minute. You think, Mandy, this year, you've got Bill and Ted Face the Music due out. I think it's end of 2021, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you've got John Wick Chapter 3 due out.
And Matrix 4 on the same day.
Now you think, Amanda, that's a busy year, isn't it? Yeah. And he's going to do Moon Knight on top of it. Oh.
Keep him busy.
He's a very busy man. Apparently he is one of the nicest people you will ever meet.
I've heard that as well, apparently. Maybe dead open about it. I heard other people tell me that.
I heard a story about him during filming of one of the Matrix films on his day off going to see a film, and was asked for his autograph and didn't have any paper on him, so went and bought an ice cream in the cinema, just dropped the ice cream in the bin because he just wanted the receipt so he could sign it.
That's a good story. I didn't know that.
And apparently,
give me the ice cream.
Apparently, a lot of his money from the Matrix he spent giving it to buying like bites and stuff for the visual effects crew for making it look so good.
Cool. That sounds good to me, doesn't it? Oh, fair play. Fair play. I didn't know that. That's for stories.
Yeah, he has an amazing work ethic as well. Because you look at all the stuff
as well. If Keau Reeves is listening, I like ice cream. So if you have any more ice cream, you don't want.
Right, guys. Well, anyway, that's the end of part one. Now, if you wonder what the buzzer going on in the background is, it's takeaway.
It's Keau Reeves.
Yeah, it's Keau Reeves coming to drag Amanda away with takeaway. So she's run to get us our takeaways, and we'll be back in a bit, guys. We've got Marvel's done. On to DC in a little while. See you in a bit, guys.
See you.
Say bye, man. Michael, Amanda can't say bye, so we're going to say bye. Well, Amanda, that was very nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anyone's wondering about? Yes, the buzzer's gone now. We've had.
As we said, it was Keau Reeves.
Yeah, it's Keau Reeves, Amanda, wasn't it?
And he nicked my chips.
I know.
I know. But anyway, of course, this is not takeaway reviews. It's Comics Unity. So, right, on to part two now. This is DC news. Right, Michael, you're into Tom King a bit more than I am.
Yes.
The next two parts of news cover him. So, do you want to talk about this for us?
Yeah, he did a very good series for Marvel, which they seem to be using as at least inspiration for WandaVision.
Oh, right. Oh, fair.
Where sort of Vision got a family and stuff. And Mr. Miracle was very good as well, that he did for DC.
Yeah. But of course, this is DC, of course.
Yes, he did. He's been talking about his decision to kill off Alfred.
What do you reckon of that, man? They're killing Alfred off in the comics. Batman's vulnerable as a servant.
That's different.
Yeah. It's I'll read the quote out here, okay? I got the opposite of a pushback. I got a push forward, he explained. I sort of have this cliffhanger when Alfred at the end was going to perish. And I put it in the script. Of course, we'll figure it out later he's not dead. And DC's like, no, why isn't he? Why is he not dead? And I'm like, well, because he's Alfred, he has to live forever because he's a fantastic character. And they're like, no, he's dead.
That's sort of Tom King's Batman run in a nutshell, really. We'll do some stuff and then we'll explain it later. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, it sounds a bit hit and miss, really, doesn't it?
It was a bit. There was a very good issue that I liked of Batman and Catwoman and Superman and Lois going on a double date to a fair, where everyone's dressed as superheroes, so they swap costumes.
I like that. Now,
Clark in the batsuit with his little glasses on over the cowl is a fantastic visual.
Oh, fantastic! Now, the next part of news we're talking about is this delayed Batman Catwoman series going.
Yes, which is sort of his way of rounding out his Batman run.
Did you hear the talk of you two about the comics meant to be suggesting in it? Catwoman gets pregnant.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
So
I don't know if they want. I don't know if DC will do that, but we'll see.
Yeah, I said so. He's like because obviously Tom King said here,
because there has been sort of the flash forward moments in numerous comics of his,
and that's what he's doing here, isn't it? He's saying basically it's about a 50-year relationship between Batman and Catwoman from the moment they meet until the moment they die, and what that relationship does to them over these years. And it's huge, and I thought, yeah, it's 50 years.
It sounds like he didn't have an idea and he saw the very, very good comic Spider-Man Life Story that Chip Zdarsky did for Marvel, where he did the journey of Spider-Man from his from the first time you see him to now, like as a linear thing. And it's sort of like he saw that and went, oh, I'll do that. I'll do that with Batman.
Yes, I think he ripped it off the base. So we'll see. All should be real, with that, definitely. So, and that one. So, right, sticking with Batman.
Indeed.
The full cast has been announced for the Batman film. Now, Michael, should we take it in turn revealing the names?
Oh, please
and
do.
I'll do the first one, and you do the second one. Did you want to chip in with this as well? You've got it on. You look down on the listings here.
They are currently filming.
Yeah, yes.
They started the other week.
Okay. Right, I'll do it first of all, okay? Right, you've got Robert Pattinson as the upcoming, also been in the upcoming Taren, The Lighthouse and Good Time as Batman, Bruce Wayne. Amanda?
Zoe Kravitz from Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, Mad Max Fury Road.
As?
Selena Kyle.
Michael?
Paul Dano from Love and Mercy, 12 Years a Slave, and There Will Be Blood, which is a very good film he's in.
Oh, yeah.
As Edward Nashon, a.k.a. The Riddler.
Ooh. Jeffrey Wright from the Hunger Games films is as GPCD's James Gordon.
And he's from Westworld as well.
Of course, yes. Amanda?
I think you just give me the people with the names. To be honest.
No, I'll say it's John Turturro, okay? We got that right. Go on.
From the Transformers films as Carmine Falco.
Michael?
Peter Sarsgaard from Magnificent Seven and Black Mass says Gotham DA Gil Colson. I wonder if that's a cover.
Yeah, it does make you wonder.
Because
Right.
he's a DA, so automatically your mind goes to one person.
Jane Larson from Farewell Lamar as Maydell candidate Bella Riel. Amanda?
And Andy Serkis from the Planet of the Apes, some Black Panther, and also Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, as.
Alfred.
Now that's a bit of interesting casting, that one. We'll come to that. And Michael, to conclude?
Colin Farrell from
Yeah.
Fantastic Beasts, Dumbo, and also being Colin Farrell
Yeah.
as Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin.
Now that is the most bizarre casting, getting him as that. Because
I can
The
see
last
it
two,
actually.
the last two are interesting.
I can imagine them making him up to look
Yeah.
like the Penguin.
that's what I was wondering about, whether they would actually do that, basically. So,
I think they're going for a more gangster route with Penguin.
yeah.
In sort of the classic.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito looking.
Oh, I love Danny DeVito in Batman
Andy
Returns.
Serkis, I think fits really well in the new version of Alfred as the sort of ex-SAS spy
Yeah.
thing, spy type version of Alfred.
I do as well. I loved Michael Caine as Alfred. He had it down to a T.
He did.
I
I think Kane worked as well in that mould of sort of the old
Yeah.
spy soldier.
Yeah, I agree.
I have Batman news as
Exclusive. Go on, let's say something then.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
because they are currently filming and they will be filming next month, I think, in sort of our neck of the woods.
Amanda,
In the Northwest.
We know how much Amanda likes Robert Pattinson. So you're going to go down and apply for an extra.
No,
And-
I don't have enough eggs.
And there has been a casting thing that has gone out for circus performers.
Amanda, do you want to be a circus performer?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, dagger thrower. And how would you like Robert Pattinson?
Which, if Batman and circus performers brings to mind just the one character, doesn't it?
Go on then, for people that don't know.
In Dick Grayson.
Yeah, there's been no mention of Robin here. There was talk of Robin going around, wasn't there?
Indeed.
Now, I did read somewhere at lunchtime as well. And I forgot
There's
the name.
rumours, Timothy Chalamet.
That's the one I heard. Timothy something. I read at lunchtime that one. And I forgot to mention that down. So, do you know Timothy Chalamet, don't you, Amanda?
No.
Amanda?
He's
Michael?
in a film with Robert Pattinson, actually, called The King on Netflix.
Yeah,
He's the main sort of actor in that.
Well, he's very highly rated, certainly, as an actor. So, it's going to be some interesting stuff going on there, that's for sure.
So we shall see what happens. And of course, they released the camera test of Pattinson in the suit.
Yeah.
The other day.
You've not seen that, have you yet?
No.
It's got a very mixed reaction of people so far, that has.
I mean,
I found it interesting.
The red light and sort of not. I think I immediately thought Daredevil.
Yeah, they've definitely gone in.
And of course, there was the thing that's got the most attention is the new bat symbol.
Yes, I've heard
Of sort of, it seems like taking inspiration from the Kevin Smith story,
that. Yeah.
where he melts down the gun that killed his parents and uses it as armor.
What do you think of that London for theory? It's interesting, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Because people because it looks sort of like he's just disassembled the gun and put it there as the bat symbol.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Good luck now. Have you got anything else on Batman, Michael, before we carry on?
I haven't.
Right, we'll jump on. We've got 3 bits of news here, and I've got some breaking news, all right? So, but it's wrote down here, so nobody knows about this, right? It's okay. And okay, right. I'll read next. Did you ever read DMZ, my Brian Woods series of
think
Vertigo?
so.
And
I might have
I'll give you the first trade paper.
Yes, yes.
I didn't like it a great deal. But traffic actor Benjamin Bratt has joined the cast of that. HBO's Max's Ava DuVernay's directed TV parodiation of DMZ. Yeah, of DMZ. Now he's
apparently supposed to be doing in DC News. He's apparently supposed to be doing a New Gods film.
He's a busy man then, basically.
Writing with Tom King.
He's a busy man then. Now DMZ is Benjamin Bratt will reportedly play Paro Degaro, the leader of one of the gangs that seized territory in the war-torn, demilitarized zone that comprised much of New York City. This is in the future, I seem to recall, and gives the show its name. Rosanna Dawson's playing the lead character, Alma Ontar, a medic looking for a missing child. It's not been picked up yet for a series, but it's just at the pilot stage, but it looks like they reckon they might do. HBO are definitely interested in doing a full series on this. Michael, do you want to carry on?
Yes. The FX series Why the Last Man has lost its leading man.
You like that, Amanda?
Yeah.
Last man has lost his leading man. No, but Barry Keogh, wasn't it? Could have been the Collider. He was announced to play Yorick Brown, and he actually filmed a pilot for the show before the big reboot in the show's direction and showrunners. Now, why the Last Man is, Amanda, is
Brian K. Vaughan.
Brian K. Vaughan, basically where a virus wipes out every man on Earth.
I think you've mentioned this to me before.
And he's the last man.
Yeah, I always wanted him to say, well, I remember the comic at the time, and it probably picked up. I read the first couple issues, didn't like it much. I thought he was a bit wet. But I always remember saying at the time,
they did lose the showrunner not too long ago.
They have done, yeah. They've got the Killings of Liza Clark now leading the show as showrunner. The cast include Diane Lake, Ingrid Potts, Lachlan Lynch,
Amber. Who was in the new Bond film? And was in Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Amber Trellin, Juliet Canfield, and Marion Ireland. So, and Keau was recently finished filming a Marvel Studios' The Eternals, where he plays Drink. Now, I always said this when they did Why the Last Man. There was a case at one point in this ongoing. Vertigo were doing one-offs.
Yes, they were doing. They were allowing the creator to keep the rights to it, and then Brian K. Vaughan put out Why the Last Man, sold lots and lots of issues, and kept all of the money. And they went, and we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, that's why. That's why the creator growth stuff.
And then everybody went to Image.
Yeah. Now
which is why we don't have Vertigo anymore.
Exactly, and what I liked about Why the Last Man was they were doing a rumour as an alternative reality. One's a one-off, one's a Vertigo. I'm putting John Constantine in Why the Last Man role.
Oh.
Can you imagine under him in a world full of women?
Oh God, he'd be a busy woman.
Yeah, manipulating and sleeping around the bloody everywhere.
John, I would very much. Oh, see, now I'm imagining the series with Matt Ryan as John.
Yeah, I know. Okay, do you want to... I'll have one more bit of news I'll come on to very quickly, and then I'm going to come on to the surprise news here, okay?
Oh.
Yeah, Ed Bruckenbender, firm favourite of our podcast.
Indeed.
Is just apparently has wrote a 12-page special on Catwoman, which is coming out in April, as part of the Catwoman's big anniversary issue, with art by Cameron Stewart.
Which is sort of big news because he has a deal with Image where they put out everything he writes.
Yeah, they also do. Yeah,
so they must have allowed him to.
He's also doing other work. Him and Sean Phillips on. They're in the Parker series by, and I forgot who wrote the original.
Yes.
Oh, man's gone blank. Completely gone blank on me.
Oh, it's Dan Cook.
That's it, Darryl Cook. Yeah, and the last one of his.
I think it's based on books, but Dan Cook did the comic.
Yeah, and they're actually doing some work on the third and final trade paperback for it of his work, and I could reissue the trade paperback called the Champagne version, where Sean Phillips doing extra work in it, and Ed Bruckenbender does other works also. They're both doing work to fill it out.
I mean, if you have to have somebody do it, why not possibly two of the very best?
Yeah, I totally agree. Two of my favourites as well. So, right. Anyway, breaking news. Rolanda?
Oh.
Breaking news.
Sandman.
Oh. Hello.
Yeah. I want to see Michael's face. His eyes lit up. Hello. Right, first of all, there's several things come on this to us. Did you know, Michael, the Sandman has got his own page on Netflix?
I knew they were doing the series on Netflix.
There's a page on there. There's nothing else on it saying coming soon. Now, they still haven't announced the casting on it yet.
They haven't announced anything other than we're doing it.
Yeah. Right, okay. There's been some breakdowns been released on casting calls. I don't know how old these are. Would you like to hear them?
Oh, you know that I would. Stop teasing me.
Okay. First one is for Morpheus, the eponymous Sandman, aka Dream. Netflix is reportedly looking for a man, aged 25 to 34, and opened all ethnicities for the part. Morpheus' full breakdown reads, he is tall and thin, with bone-white skin, black hair, and 2 stars in place of eyes. He is meticulous in his pursuit of his duties, but slow to understand humour, and occasionally can be insensitive. He is often self-obsessed and slow to forgive a slight. That's perfectly true.
Yes,
in the comic. You've got a treat coming in, Amanda, for doing that. That's in under tea, okay?
Yeah.
Next up is a breakdown for the villain. How do you pronounce it? The Corsican, is it?
I think so.
Yeah. Which the breakdown calls a sexy villain.
Ooh.
A description perhaps has comic readers scratching their heads. In the page of Neil Gaiman's story, the Corsican was a nightmare created by a dream that went on to become a serial killer. You ready, Amanda?
Yeah.
You love this bit. He possesses tiny rows of teeth instead of eyes hidden behind sunglasses. And the casting breakdown reveals the streamer is looking for a white actor between 30 to 35 for the part. More news. You want more? Got two more things.
I want, you know that I want more. Just
obviously, Gaiman is also going to be involved in the series with the writers Dave C. Goyer and Alan Hinberg. Gaiman has previously confirmed the first season of the series will be 11 episodes total and will cover the preludes and notures portions of the comic and a little bit more.
ooh.
A second season is already in development,
Ooh.
as well as even before the first runs come out. Okay.
I think before the first film, before they filmed it,
Yeah.
because as we said, they haven't announced anything.
Yeah, kept it very quiet. Now, also, they are making an announcement imminently as well about John Constantine for the series. Okay, Amanda? Have you on board?
Yeah.
Because in the comic, John Constantine did have he had some fun with dreams, shall we say, once or twice, right?
John.
So, that's why. So, right, okay, Netflix is
I wonder if we're going to get Lucifer as well.
because Lucifer actually came in Sandman Comics.
I can see a world. I mean,
Would you be like that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's down to Neil, obviously, but I can see a world in which they use Tom Ellis.
Yeah, well, there is talk going around. This is still on the topic of Sandman to a degree, I suppose. How many seasons have it been out, Amanda?
Oh, I've lost count.
Has it been 4 seasons?
They're doing the 5th and last.
Well, that rumour talk is not going to be the last.
Oh,
Because it did rather well on the last series for Netflix.
I think the last series was the best one.
Amanda, how do you feel? You're a big Lucifer, aren't you?
I think because it was because it was shorter and they didn't have the shackles of normal TV of where they had to do Creature of the Week thing.
What do you think?
Villain of the Week.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Well, the talk is the ratings were that good. They're trying to persuade the creator of that series, the showrunner, to do another series after this one.
We shall see.
Yeah, anyway, right, last bit on the Sandman news for you, okay? Is Netflix have released this little description of the series as follows.
Ooh.
A rich blend of modern myth and dark fantasy in which contemporary fiction, historical drama and legend are seemingly interwoven. The Sandman follows the people and places affected by Morpheus, the Dream King, as he mends the cosmic and human mistakes he made during his vast existence. He's looking good.
It is. I can't wait.
Amanda, do you think I'm looking forward to that?
Yeah.
I am definitely looking forward to that. So, right, guys, that's it for this part of the comic chat. So we're going to take another quick break,
Indeed.
and then we're coming back with other news.
Unfortunately, Keanu won't be with us during the break.
No, he won't. There's no buzzing this time.
He's gone now.
I know.
He's gone now because he's nicked Amanda's chips. That's all he's here for.
I know. I know. What Michael did say before was, so quick before we break, tell Amanda the news about Neymar and Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, there is rumours because he's been offered lots of roles. So there is the rumour that he was offered. There's the rumour that he could possibly be Neymar in Black Panther.
He's like an Aquaman for Marvel. But what the difference is, Amanda, is Neymar in the comics just wears Speedos.
I win.
Right, guys.
I feel like they'll probably update that somewhat.
Yes. Well, I don't think Amanda would mind too much. You're just wearing Speedos. So.
Oh, I don't think she would either.
Right, we'll take a quick break and we'll come back in 2 minutes, guys, with other news. See you in a minute.
Indeed.
Get waving, guys.
I'm waving.
Waving. See you soon. Hi, guys.
No.
Michael, Amanda.
Hello.
She's busy looking up fan images of Keanu's name.
Yeah, we've pushed a button in, and we were watching her then. I look at her shoulder, and she had Keanu Reeves Speedo going up on Google.
Oh yeah, and I was looking at the screen.
We're going to come back here with chips again. I'm going to get out alive next time. So, right, anyway, on to the news then, okay? On to the news.
The other news.
Other news, yes, there's quite a bit here, actually, there was, actually. So, some of this is quite some interesting news. It's very present, all varied. Now, the reason we're doing it this time as other news is, obviously, we've covered a lot on Marvel and DC. This is other areas now, okay?
Indeed.
Now, first of all is Altered Carbon. If anyone remembers that first series from
Yes, it was
Netflix.
quite a while ago now.
Was it 18 months ago?
I stuck a few episodes with you and then I couldn't watch it anymore.
It got a bit too weird for Amanda, I think that's why. So, but yeah, the second season's out. It's out. Well, I think it's out tomorrow, actually. Yeah. Now the cast is confirmed as Chris Connor, Dinah Shumba, Shimon Missick, Torben Lebrecht, James Satro, Lena Lauren, and Anthony Mackie in the lead.
I liked the first series. I thought it was good.
Yeah, weird.
It was weird and it was a bit out there, and I can see where some of the complaints people had.
Yeah, it was one of those ones where I know you watched about 3 with me, didn't you? And I carried on. It was alright, I quite enjoyed it. But whether I would watch second series with a complete different cast, I don't know.
I liked the dynamic between the lead and the AI character.
Yeah, I thought that worked really well to understand. There was good parts behind and parts that over the top, but we'll see. We don't know what they're going to get, so.
Yeah, we shall. It's worth a go. It's worth a go.
Okay, Amanda, how do you feel? Should we have Michael? Do you want to ask Amanda a second question? Next question. Let you ask her this one then. I want to see Amanda's reaction to this.
There is a remake. Apparently, they're remaking Little Shop of Horrors for the 3rd time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved that film.
Yeah, have you seen the cast on it as well? Michael, Amanda, what do you think to the cast? Do you want to tell everybody?
It's an interesting cast.
Taren Egerton from Rocketman and Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, that's...
She's popping up everywhere, don't she?
Yeah, she's on the next bit of news as well, oddly enough. There's even more strange bit of casting than one afterwards. Yeah, how do you both feel about it? I think...
I'll see it.
Oh, look at the go, because it was the original with Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson, yeah.
And then there was the Rick Moranis one.
Yeah, with the very, very funny cameo from Bill Murray in it.
Indeed.
And was it Steve Martin played the dentist in it, got hit by the monster?
I think so.
Yeah, there's some great cameos in that second one, though. So, what's it? It's gonna to carry it off. It's gonna be a difficult film to remake. So.
Feed me, Seymour.
Feed me now. Very, very mad film. Right.
It's definitely worth. I think if they get someone like Taika Waititi or something to film that, it would be very good.
Yeah. Now, do you both ever see the original Creature from the Black Lagoon film from the 50s?
No.
I've seen sort of bits of it here and there.
I saw it as a kid. It was a real old classic. And as part of the classics, it's classic horror monster cinematic universe they're working on.
Well,
Universal.
That's the thing. Are they still working on it? Because it was supposed to be the Dark Universe and what have you.
Well, it's rumoured.
It had a couple of false starts. Because it was supposed to start with Dracula Untold, which I thought was alright.
Yeah.
It weren't the worst film in the world. But that didn't do well. So then they went, it's not starting with that. Then it was supposed to be starting with The Mummy, the Tom Cruise one, and that didn't go well. Probably, apparently because Tom Cruise went, this is my film now. I'm telling you what I'm doing.
You're very Tom Cruise.
And they released it. They released a trailer without any of the sound, or without any of these sounds for the effects in it.
Yeah.
So it was just Tom Cruise.
Being Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Well, one of the Days Invisible Woman films coming out soon is meant to be linked into that, isn't it? So.
Yeah, apparently it was supposed to be.
What was it Invisible Man film? There's Invisible Man film out surely, but then there's one woman one coming out as well.
It's just it was supposed to be the one that's coming out is supposed to be from that script, and they've reworked it into a new film.
It's been a bit confusing, that's why. Well, the rumour one that's coming up is, and it's given the rumour news, is the remake of The Creature from the Black Lagoon, which is a very old film. And they're getting Scarlett Johansson being targeted to play the female scientist who discovers said creature on an expedition. Jeff Pinkner, who worked on the screenplay for The Amazing Spider-Man 2, was supposed to be scripting this one, But now Aquaman scribe Will Beale has signed up to do it. So
We shall see.
yeah. Right, okay. Next one's not. Next bit of news is a bit of discussion, really. Doctor Who. How did you both feel about this new Doctor coming in played by John Martin? I presume Michael's seen this, have you?
Yes, yeah. I haven't seen the one on Sunday as of yet.
We're behind as well with that one, so
I've seen up to that.
yeah, I think we're episode behind as well.
Yeah.
We're not the Mary Shelley one we're
I
talking
don't know how
about.
this is going to work because neither of them remember each other.
Yeah.
Well, it's sort of the thing of, is she actually the Doctor?
Yeah.
Or is it sort of layers of...
There's layers going on. I think what they've done is they've set something up for the season next year. Because I don't think we'll see John Barrowman, unfortunately, again this season. Well, it was great seeing him.
I liked seeing him.
Yeah, I did, and there's been a big feature
But
coming.
I remember I watched it, and my first words when he appeared on screen is, "Oh, Captain Jack, how I missed you."
I think
Yeah.
I squealed. With
You
that.
squealed, she did, she squealed. I like it. I recognise the voice, and Amanda. Like she was.
And the joke of him snogging Graham
Yeah,
because he thought he was the Doctor. And I like that everybody just assumes Graham's the Doctor now.
Yeah.
Should just wear a sign going, "It's not me, it's her."
I know, he plays it really well, Bradley Cooper. He's a real star.
Yeah,
If I'm honest with you, Bradley Walsh. Right.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper should be.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting mixed
well,
up. Sure, stupid. Well, Bradley Walsh to me is probably the best figure in the series.
He's
playing it. He's playing it a lot better than I was
he is
expecting.
stealing all the scenes.
Yeah, what do you think, Amanda? Then?
Yeah, I was surprised in a good way.
Yeah,
I
I mean, Jodie Whittaker's done a good job on it.
Bradley Walsh was he's very good. He was in Law and Order UK, and he was very good in
I
that
believe he
sort
was,
of
yeah,
dramatic role.
I've never watched that. I believe he was very good in it. We don't want to talk. We'll keep off Coronation Street anyway, of course. But anyway, yeah. So, but like I said, what's both your theories on this new Doctor then, played by John Martin?
I don't think that she's the Doctor. I think that was just sort of, oh, it's the Doctor. What's going on? But I think there's layers to it, and possibly another Gallifreyan.
Yeah, I'm wondering that because wasn't there a Doctor female Time Lord, wasn't there?
Yes.
I've forgotten her name. I wonder if it's her or someone. She's got a memory of something. But she had a TARDIS, and I quite liked the fact in it where she pulled this big gun out, and I thought, well, this is something different. Because the Doctor's a known pacifist, apart from the War Doctor.
Yeah, well, we have seen the Doctor. We have seen the Doctor have and use a gun before.
Yeah.
But not sort of at people.
Yeah, so I mean, Doctor's not as violent as that. That was all like the Doctor gone Rambo style. It's quite surprising.
I think that's one of the things that leads me to believe that she's not the Doctor, because the Doctor would view themselves being above guns and using guns.
I know, that's why I think it surprised Jodie Whittaker's character. Then it threw a spanner in the works. Now, obviously, we've got. It sounds like there's nothing happened in this episode for which referring Shelley. Although there is Cybermen in this episode, isn't there?
Yes, and the finale's part one of the finale next week.
This Sunday coming, yeah.
Yes.
Now the big question is, let me ask both of you this then, because obviously, is the Master going to be back in it?
I mean, you can never really truly get rid of the Master. Let's be honest.
But there was a character in the casting that nobody had heard of. That's an anagram for the Master.
It wouldn't surprise me, but we shall see.
Yeah, and also going around as well with it was I'm reading a big feature on John Barrowman at lunchtime. It was apparently he had a massive fallout with Stephen Moffat. Rumour has it, because he wanted to bring back Torchwood back in about 2012, 2013, and Moffat vetoed it. So
we shall see.
That's why. So we'll see. But that's why he's gone to the audio stuff, because Moffat, they couldn't do much about the audio stuff. Well, watch his space.
Well, yeah, that's more of a BBC as a whole thing.
Yeah, indeed so. Right, anyway, moving straight on anyway. Right, there's other bits of news flying around here. These next couple of things are remakes that have been going around. Now, did you two watch the Alien Nation TV series some years ago?
Yes, there was the film and the TV series.
Yeah, I watched the film. Do you ever watch
I never saw it.
Yeah, it was basically where like, a load of aliens came to Earth, wasn't it? And they were working with cops and stuff like that.
It's sort of. Do you remember that Bright thing that was that Bright movie that was on Netflix? It's sort of a better version of that, because the explanation for the aliens is they've only just turned up like 6 months before the film starts, or a year or something.
Mm.
So you don't really have to do a backstory for them. Whereas, like with Bright, because there was all these species through the years, you had to you don't have to deal with the aliens in that way for Alienation.
No, cool. Right, okay. Well,
I'll be very interested to watch a film to see an updated version.
Yeah, could be fun that. Now, Max Landis, it's about remakes, is reported doing a remake of his father John Lance's seminal horror comedy American Werewolf in London. That could be interesting. That's why.
Indeed.
It's been reportedly produced by David Alpen.
He has said he's directing.
Yeah. It's reportedly been produced by David Alpen, I don't know him. Robert Kirkman from The Walking Dead's involved in it.
Yes, their company's producing. Yeah. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, the first look production goes set up with Universal Pictures. Did you ever see the original that film, Amanda?
Yeah.
It's great fun, isn't it?
That's one of my favourite films.
Yeah. That's why. So yeah, it could be fascinating.
This is going to be interesting on a couple of fronts. Primarily, it's going to be interesting because it's sort of Max Landis's first big thing since the scandal, the sort of sexual harassment scandal apparent sexual harassment scandal broke about around him.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting to see if their audiences will turn out for him because of that.
Or will it get made even? So yeah, I agree. Now, do you want to do the next part of news, Michael? Because I can't pronounce this actress's name, unfortunately. Sorry.
Yes, Priyanka Chopra Jonas. I think she's married to one of the Jonas brothers.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a clue there, isn't there? Yeah.
She's in talks for a role for Matrix 4.
Yeah, I know the TV series she's been in.
Oh, yeah, Quantico.
Quantico, yeah. And that was all right at Quantico, actually, so I think it's still going, yeah, but yeah. So, no, interesting. So we'll see how that one goes. That's only a bit short news.
Indeed.
Have you seen this next bit of news, Michael?
I haven't.
Now, it's about Strangers in Paradise, Taren Moore's seminal comic series. I've actually watched this online, and Michael, I'll give you the link to take away and watch it. You can watch it in vitro quite easily. Actor Lex Friedman wants to play Kachku in the in-development Strangers in Paradise feature film, and it came with a novel way of auditioning by producing and starring in a Strangers in Paradise short film, which is self-funded, and she got the endorsement of the creator Taren Moore along the way. And this can be quite easily found on Vitro by looking for Lex Friedman Portrait of Franchise, and I'll put this up on the write-up. It's really, really good. And I'll tell you that for nothing. Because what Strangers in Paradise is, Amanda, and this if it comes out the film or TV series, I'll get to watch this because it's your cup of tea, I think. It's a long-running, mostly self-published black and white comic book that was written and drawn by Taren Moore. It's essentially the love triangle between two women and one man. Like, it's Strangers in Paradise, a slice of life drama that veered into the crime genre drama. It's excellent. Yeah. It's full of characters. It's like if you like Stumptown, you'll like this. It's that same sort of feel.
Cool.
It's characters.
I have a comic book based TV show that's coming out as well relatively soon. There is a trailer out on. There is a short trailer out at the moment.
Oh, what's that?
Resident Alien.
Oh right, yeah, I've heard of it.
It's about an alien who's in a small town in Colorado, I think, and he sort of disguises himself as a doctor while he's waiting to be picked up by a member of his race, and then sort of gets in all these mysteries and stuff.
Oh, cool.
And there's also the only person in the entire town that can see him is a small child that can see through his disguise.
Cool.
Alan Tudyk is playing the main character in that one, so It's definitely worth watching for sci-fi, I think.
Cool, sounds good to me. Right, okay. How do you feel about it? Amanda won't remember this next series. Or don't know it. Deadpool 2 and Hobbs and Shaw Barrett, David Lynch did it.
Yeah.
He's been linked to doing a Kung Fu remake.
Interesting.
Kung Fu is, obviously, when everyone wonders, is the David Carradine legendary series in the 70s. One of my favourite TV series of all time, Kung Fu. I've got the first 2 DVDs over there, and I've got the third one knocking around as well. Excellent stuff, really. Like it was a Western, a philosophical Western. So I don't know how they're going to do this.
I think if they go sort of the John Wick route of it, of having someone like Keanu, who's going to dedicate themselves to the stunts and the action, that will make it better.
Yeah, it's going to be a case of casting of it really. It's honestly so, but it could be a good series. Could be a good remake.
I think.
But they're setting it in modern times. Not as a Western.
I think it would be an idea automatically to go for an Asian actor rather than, because the David Carradine came at a time when it was sort of okay to have a white actor as the main character. So
they were very racist towards Bruce Lee at the time of that. I know.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear that story about him, Amanda?
No.
Because Kung Fu in it was 71, wasn't it? 70. It started 71, 72, and it finished about 3 years it did. And what happened was, Amanda, in it, they actually auditioned Bruce Lee for the role.
Yeah.
But turned him down because the director said, I couldn't understand a word of what he said. I think that was blatant racism, that was, anyhow.
Yes, possibly. But, I think going the route of having sort of an actor of Asian descent being the lead would probably be a good idea.
They're going to have to, because they've got on that path now. Got a Master of Kung Fu's due, Master of Kung Fu's due next year, isn't it?
Especially seeing,
coming out.
Especially seeing as Iron Fist, which is a similar type show, went the other way of having a white actor and it didn't sort of work.
No, but Iron Fist is the white guy in the comics, really, isn't it? So
yeah, but I think you could have gotten away with that.
Yeah.
And made it work.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. I agree. So, anyway, moving on. Now, I'm good. Michael, ask the commander his next question. How did you feel about this?
Yes, they have released the trailer for Fast and Furious 9, and John Cena is in it as Dominic Toretto's brother.
Now, how did you describe this to me, Amanda, the other week?
I just think he's easy to look at, that's all.
And I was wondering here, Amanda's getting the rip took out of it twice now by Keau Reeves and now John Cena. I know you went bright red over that one, sorry about that. Anyway, okay, there's nothing else to say there, because I haven't seen the trailer. Have you two seen it?
I have. Fast and Furious, it's basically a cartoon at this point. The things that I'm waiting for them to do are go to space and go back in time.
Well, knowing them, anything's possible, really, isn't it? So
it's basically a cartoon at this point.
Yeah, no, it's fair. It's a fair point. So fair point.
And I feel like they're going to make him part of the team anyway, because basically every villain that they've had has become part of the team.
Well, that's true. Yeah, the Jason Statham one being particularly controversial.
Indeed.
After playing that,
although now it doesn't matter because they brought that character back from the dead anyway, because they do it. They bring him back from the dead in the trailer.
No, so Tippy says it all, really, doesn't it? So watch this space. Anyway, guys. Okay, quickly, I want to touch on two quick things with this part. So I want to get on to Supernatural news. When I was wondering about Supernatural news this month, we're actually going to release it as a separate podcast owing to the length of the main news one.
Indeed.
So two things we want to touch on very quickly. Is the first news is The Boys. Gareth Ennis's and Derek Robertson's comic clips in the TV series.
Which we're all looking forward to, given the cliffhanger ending of season 1.
Oh yeah, like a cliffhanger that one, wasn't it? Now, but interesting enough is in the comics, Billy Butcher's wife was only in 2 issues. So I think Gareth Ennis has obviously felt a bit guilty over that. So he's gone along and they've done, I think it's a 6-part, I think I read it somewhere, 6-part miniseries is coming out fairly soon. On that, Derek Robertson, the original artist, is going to be doing the covers, and Russell Brown, who took over from Derek Robertson of the original series, will draw the interior to the end of it. It's actually out imminently. So he's focusing on her basically just to balance things out a bit more, because I never read the comics, but they must have killed her off pretty quick in it. Just sending wild, so watch his space, so as I would say so. Right, okay. Last bit of news, and it's very, very quickly, as Michael as well. Obviously, Star Wars: The Mandalorian is out next month.
You'll
in
find
October.
a bit to watch it then.
Yeah, Michael, we'll be able to find watch it, won't we?
Yes, we will get to finally watch it in next month, and we've not watched it at any point.
Yes, Michael. Yes, we haven't watched it.
No, we're all excited to watch it, aren't we, Amanda?
Yeah.
Yeah, dead
Even
excited.
me, yeah.
Yeah, even Amanda as well. Now, but the serious news on it is, been confirmed that Mandalorian season 2 is out in October this year.
Indeed.
So we'll just about get over watching season 1, Michael, won't we?
Yes, you will. We'll just finish season 1, and then we'll
For season 2, so
yeah.
well,
And then we'll be waiting for October.
we might be doing a spoiler special on that one, of course, next month when it's out. I think it's out end of March, is it over here?
I think Disney Plus is out end of next month.
And next month will be April then, of course, right? Anyway, guys, that's the end of the news episode. Like I said before to you, we're going to split Supernatural into a separate part this month. And we've got a few bits and pieces coming as well, but we're going to talk about them as we record Supernatural. So hang around. Michael, do you want to wave at the camera first?
Go on. Team high five.
Team high five. High five. High five. Right. See you all soon, guys. Take care.